They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Play fake to Jacobs. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
Again, it's Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Woo! Here I come! Here I come!
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That'll be caught by the rookie, KJ Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Locke now to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Carr.
That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. These two teams all tied after 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and they'll work it in inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs for the gun, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. That's out to the left and complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun, Carr. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Carr. Incomplete.
First pass is...
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Escapes the defender. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it's up and good.
Raiders 24, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Locke now on first down. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the... center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Locke looks to throw it again. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Locke again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Hamler now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. But
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
45-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st down, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the Raiders have got him.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
On for the point after.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Locke trying again after the pick 6.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
KJ Hamler
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
First down. It's Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders
Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jonathan Hankins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One final try for Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.